सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तः व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमालाविभूषितः मुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरोः पादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथः मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतं गुरोः परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव।
Oh God. Namaste all of you. So it takes little time for me to get acquainted with it. So we have completed 12 chapter completely yesterday, okay? So we'll be looking at, if not 13th chapter we'll be looking at. So that's why there was a confusion in me. Because this 13th chapter only has 7 verses. So we'll look into in details. No problem.
Recording in progress.
ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। As usual here in the verse in 13th chapter, Janaka continues. Janaka uvacha akinchana bhavam swasthyam kaupinatvepi durlabham त्यागादाने विहायास्मात् अहम आसे यथा सुखम। Here he says, look, me to be in sukham, me to remain in happiness. I don't need anything. But me to become unhappy or remain in unhappiness, I have to do something. How? He uses few words, very interesting words. In fact, colloquially these words are there, but most of the time misinterpreted. Like the word akinchana. So that means akinchana means the one who does not have anything. No possession. But actually it is not the person does not have any possession, but the person chooses not to have possession. Means in spite of having everything, one who does not think that I am possessing. He uses this word aham asmat tyagadanam vihaya अकिंचन भवम स्वास्थ्यम कौपिनत्वे अपि दुर्लभम यथा सुखम आसे। यथा सुखम आसे. So yatha sukham, as it is natural, or you can say effortlessly. Aham ase, I avoid, I remain. So when I remain means I really don't have to break my head at all, and I remain how? Sukham. Sukham means natural also happiness. And it is also durlabham. Durlabham means rare or difficult to attain. Why? Because he uses this word. I work, or everybody works to be happy, but nobody is happy. And he gives this beautiful steps. He says, first point he highlights that aham akinchanam iti. So akinchanam means we need to understand very carefully that generally people, if they think they don't have anything, they are akinchana. It's not like that. Na kevalam dravyatyaga iti. It is not giving up things or people situation. Kintu mama iti abhimanasya shunyata. Now, in each and every situation, with reference to every object and people, that abhimanam is not there. That's why in Bhagavad Gita it has been said what? Nirmama bhava shanta bhava. In fact, the one who is free from mamatva bhavam, that person is indeed shantam, is peaceful. And here he highlights this akinchana bhava. That means the person does not attribute anything to oneself. And secondly, he uses this word that tyaga adanam. Also, a person is bound in this transactional world. So what is transaction? Either I receive or I give. This is what all about transaction. And he puts in these two words, tyagam and adanam iti. I give up and I receive something. In fact, in order to receive, I give up, knowingly or unknowingly. Like a child, or best example, monkey. In order to receive banana, the monkey has to give up the specs. And of course, you should remember this much. In Vrindavana, monkeys do not like banana. There it seems fed up of. So for them, you need to have fruity, okay? So throw one fruity packet, a juice packet, don't worry. That monkey will give your phone, whatever, has taken out. So in short, to receive, I give up. Or I give up to receive, both ways. And I live in this transactional world. And why I do this? Because I think by giving up, I'll be happy, or by receiving, I'll be happy. Or mixture of both, little giving up, little accepting, I'll become happy. He says it's not like that. Here, I need to grow out of this asmat tyagadanam vihaya. So this notion that I have to receive or to give up, now I need to grow out of it. And he says, look, aham, me, having given up, having abandoned the very notion of giving and renouncing, I remain what? Definitely sukham iti. Effortlessly I am happy as it is natural, easy. And at the same time, akinchana bhavam iti. Okay, I don't have to engage in anything, giving or renouncing, but I'll keep calculating. Oh, I gave up, I could have done, I could not have, why did I do this, why did I do that? No. Akinchana bhavam iti. Now, I am in the state of what? Total non-possessiveness. I don't possess anything. Even if he says, look, what I am holding, kaupinatve, even if having a small piece of cloth to cover myself, having nothing but a loin cloth we call as, now I am happy. So in short, And that is what is being highlighted, called swasthyam iti. Generally people look the swasthyam differently. In language, Sanskrit especially, common language, we use swasthyam means health. Actually, swasthyam means abiding within one's own self. When I abide within myself, I am a healthy person. Whereas if I am not able to abide within myself, I am not healthy at all. Even though health is connected to body, but remember, finally it goes to what? It goes to the mind. That's why we say swasthyam nama swatmani avasthiti iti. It is not, dehasya prasannata. Generally we look at that. Yes, definitely when your body is light, or you can say your body responds to your mind, that's a better word. You call that you are a healthy person. But in reality, we say, when you are avoiding Chidananda Atmani or Chidananda Rupe, Visranti iti. When I avoid within this Chit Ananda, the happiness, that is awareness, that time I am a healthy person. That's why Shruti highlights Atma Vare Drashthavya iti. Oneself is to be understood. So in short, Rajarshi Janaka wants to highlight that to abide within myself, mere yoga abhyasa, mere practice of yoga, or even if chitta nigraha prayatna etc., putting effort to withdraw one's own mind, remember, is not enough, is not sufficient. But here he says, as understanding is important, as in Kathopanishad we have seen, yatra tu manaha prashantamiti. So when mind is at ease, when mind abides within one's own self, feels really comfortable, there is no need to go. Remember, that time I am a healthy person. So that is called, in short, Atma Darsana Swastya Lakshanam iti. That I am a healthy person, what? When I see myself. Until I understand myself, I am not a healthy person either. So that's why what we need to do, we need to work on first in Sankalpa Tyaga. Like getting up. So, what is to be done, what is not to be done? Why I want to do? Not that you should not do. Oh, Swamiji, I don't feel like doing it. I want to sleep all the time. Not that. Why you want to do? So that I'll be happy. That's not you. I have to do because it is to be done. Based on the situation, based on the demand, I have to, and based on my prarabdha. Second thing, mamatva sunyata. Whenever I do anything, whether that sense of mind, sense of me and mine is involved or not, is that pushing and pulling or not, that I need to work on. And every moment I need to see whether I am able to abide within myself or not, or else what will happen? You know better. The best example we give about Narada Rishi. We have talked this example many times. Contextually again, I can repeat that Narada always says Narayana, 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 keeps chanting, and he has that power. He can appear anywhere and everywhere because he happens to be a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. But one day Lord Vishnu wanted to see his arrogance once in a while. This devotee arrogance is not easy to handle. Came up because he thought he's the best disciple in the world. Other than that, other than him, there is no one. Lord Vishnu said, look, I have a devotee very dear to me. Do not say better than you, okay? Dearer to me. So that itself is a puncture. How is it possible? I am the best, I should be dearer to you. How can some other person be dearer? Who is the person? Okay, on the earth you can go meet so and so. Narada, out of curiosity, came down to meet the best, who is dearer to Lord Vishnu, and discovered this person is a very ordinary person. In fact, he is a farmer, doing nothing, just getting up. There is nothing special. Gets up, remembers God, busy, whenever, wherever God to be remembered, he does that. And very normal life he was living. Narada, after staying a few days with him, understood he is not a special person. How can God say that he is dearer to me? Something is wrong. And of course, Narada wanted to challenge Lord Vishnu. Of course, God also loves challenge once in a while to teach something. Okay, very good. Don't worry, Narada, we will discuss this point. I have something to talk to you. What? Take one, dona we call in a leaf, carry some oil, almost that oil is to the beam of the leaf. Now, go around, make sure a drop of oil must not fall. And come back to me. Now, what happens to Narada? So while carrying this, bowl made up of leaf, very carefully was going. So he was well focused that one drop of oil must not spill. And in the process, he forgot anything and everything. Comes back with pride. Look, I could manage, not a single drop fell down. Wow, very nice. Good. Now that Lord Vishnu asked, in these days, could you remember me? Could you say Narayana, Narayana? Oh Lord, where is the time? Always focused on the oil. It should not feel. I was doing that chanting, not Narayana, Narayana. That time, Lord Vishnu smiled and said, look, I gave you a small job. You are fully occupied. You forgot me. Now that person, in spite of all work, now right time, did he remember me or not? So this shows this maturity understanding. That may appear as a story, but you can see the understanding aspect. Continuing. Kutrapi khedakayasya jiva kutrapi khidyate manah kutrapi tyaktva purusarthe stita sukham. He says, look, now I want to be happy, but always there is problem. And he beautifully presents kutrapi khedah kayasya iti. If we observe very carefully, that means what? I am unhappy, or you can say I am not happy because my body is not well. This is what we say. I am unhappy because my speech is not good. I am not able to express myself. That's why I suppress a lot. Or somebody expressed too much, I could not express myself. That's another point. Now, in short, I am unhappy because of my body, mind, and complex. Or you can say because of my body, or my thinking, or my sense organs. Always I pass on the bug to outside world, and if nothing works, I start blaming my body mind. And especially when you become old. So what is the sign of old? So sign of old is when you sit on the ground, you cannot get up without the support of your hand. So that time you have to understand that you have become old. After trying, struggling, still you are not able to get up. So that is called, if you are sitting on the chair, you will not able to understand, okay? That's why to understand that whether you are old or not, sit down, sit on the ground, you will understand easily, okay? Unless you are a yogi. However, coming to the point, he says, look, the concept he wants to highlight very carefully. Deha dharma is deha, belongs to deha. Mano dharma also belongs to mind. But I am someone free from all these things. And how he presents very carefully. Because person knows very carefully that mind is the cause of both freedom and bondage. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandhamokshayoho iti. So that means what? I need to be very careful with reference to my mind. So because of my mind, I don't have to punish especially my body and all my sense organs. To highlight this aspect, he highlights, comes to the point, kutrapi khedaha kayasya iti. Now if I observe kayasya kutrapi khedaha, and somewhere if I see my body feels fatigued or afflicted, khedaha iti. And not only that, kayasya and jivha also, the tongue too, jivha khidyate. The tongue also is afflicted. Now, mind, tat tyaktva purusharthe stita sukham iti. Now, instead of highlighting all these aspects, I highlight on purushartha. So, what are the purusharthas? You know, all of you know, there are 4 types of purusharthas. So, what are they? Dharma, artha, kama and moksha. So purushartha means the desires, you can say. If we try to understand, purushehi arthyate parthyate iti purushartha. That which is desired by all human beings. And we divide into 4 categories. First one is called dharma. Second one is artha, the security. And kama, the pleasure, and final one is called moksha. But in reality, there is only one purushartha, what we call as parama purushartha, absolute purushartha. That is called moksha. Under moksha, everything comes. Why you do dharma? To become free, happy. Why you want security? To become free and happy. Why you want kama? To become free and happy. So that means, even though we divided into 4 categories, in reality it is one. Depends upon the maturity of the person. That's why Veda allows all types of purusharthas. In fact, allows you to do and to grow out of it. Here he says, look, here purushartha means parama purushartha, moksha eva. So how, when a person understands that, look, there is no other goal for me. There is no other way for me to become free or happy. As you know very well, when you are sure about your goal, exactly what you want, I am sure your direction is being created. But unfortunately, what happens? Your goal changes like children. Because very nice, I enjoy any child, especially this 4-year-old child. You ask, what do you want to become? Every Not every month, okay? Every day changes, okay? I was asking, I think Gautam's son, I was asking, what do you want to become? I want to be a teacher. So he has become influenced by the teacher. Now what happens? Because the child wants to be a teacher, will pretend, will dress himself as a teacher, will talk like a teacher. Now all the procedures will be related to teaching. And after 1 or 2 months, discovers, no, I don't want to be a teacher, I want to be a doctor. Now everything is gone. These 2 months waste. Now let me prepare to become a doctor. And as parents, what you do? You encourage, you laugh, you smile, let the child be engaged, at least not bugging my head. Little bit money is being spent, forget. Now look at yourself. What you do? In our life, do we do the same thing till now or not? We want to achieve many things. For what? But what is the purpose? Let us have clear goal. Let us make what we want, and on the way whatever comes, that is secondary. But for me, the secondary goals are primary, and there is no primary goal at all. Yes, once in a while when I come to sit in the class, I remember, oh, there is something called moksha, there is something called happiness. But don't worry, Swamiji, sometimes we want moksha from you. However, so if this is the case, what is to be done? He says, nothing to do. I need to look at my modifications that happens in my mind. Vikaran Pashyan. After seeing the vikaras, the modification that happens in my mind, I need to work to grow out of it. Tat tyaktva iti. And how it can happen? When I am abiding with Paramapurushartha Moksha. If I am not abiding with Paramapurushartha Moksha, definitely I cannot do this. And that is what he is highlighting. This is how one starts living happily, and living happily is called living liberated. So when I live happily, I am a liberated person. But I live happily with conditions. I am bound. Just observe this point. I live definitely with conditions, dependence. My happiness depends upon many things. My body-mind complex, starting with my family, my achievement, my success, failure, and that too my neighbor's success, failure. That is the most important thing. I am, successful is not going to give me happiness. But my neighbor is equally successful. Remember, that is more painful. I should be successful, neighbor also should be failure. Then fantastic. I am failure, my neighbor also equal failure, no problem. Both are perfect. Can you see this point? So, in short, what he wants to highlight, understanding that I am happy and my happiness does not depend upon anything. And that living happily is called living liberated. More of it will see. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Ashishyate. Om Shant Shant Shanti. Thank you, all of you.
Record.
Namaste.